Why, hello everyone! Welcome back for another episode of Resonant Rise with me, Hexmore. Right, trying not to do the same silly mistakes as last time and just skip on over everything. So, dug up my floor, I've made a little room out the back here. I've made a sag mill, which is how we're getting our ore doubling. So it needs a bit of power first. Now I'm using the enhanced energy conduit here, which has got 5000 RF because I'll power this entire room off of this that I'm making. And this room could end up using quite a bit of power actually. Oh, I'm out of it already. Didn't think that was going to happen. Ooh, I made a conduit binder too. Wow, I made up so much of that a long time ago. There we go, so chuck some conduit binder in there. What was I also out of? The energetic, which I forget how to make. Glowstone, redstone, and gold. Oh. What are we incredibly short on? Gold. So let's go with half of that. Redstone. Heaps of that. Not sure why I'm struggling so much on gold. Like, the quarry just doesn't seem to be pulling it out. I haven't got it on at the moment because we have just storage issues, so. Oop, there we go. Cook. Give me some, please. Like, right now. These machines out here, I plan on having them go back into the storage system, but I want these to be like just one of each sort of machine so that we can do things that are just one-offs or stuff that we don't normally we don't want auto crafting or just, for general use. Whereas the stuff that I'm trying to build at the back, I want for our constant use, so that, well, a bit over a stack. That'll do it. Boom. Power. Excellent. So we have power. So I've got a exporter to take things out of the system and put into this. And underneath it, I've got an importer. And some power. So if I grab, say, we've got low on gold. We really need gold. We're always out of gold. So if I grab a gold, now if I click on this, I haven't done this before. So if I click on, oh, well that was easy. All I got to do is click on it, put it in the tell it what to export, ignore redstone signal by default, and it just plots gold into there for me. And the importer is then pulling it out of the output and putting it back into the system. So now, automatically, we will have gold. Excellent. Now, just go make sure that there's no recipes for gold dust, that there's no reason to keep gold dust. But we can probably turn that straight into gold ingots. So press U. Don't know what you are. Electrum blend. I'm pretty sure there's other ways of getting electrum. Yes, there is. Yeah. No, you can make it. Yeah, you can make energetic with the ingots. Cool. So we can turn that straight into the ingots. This is an arc furnace? Alloy smelter. It's the one that I want. Never. So, alloy smelter. So, furnace. Chuck you in there. Chuck you in there. Did we? We had a cauldron. Okay. Don't know where on earth that came from. So go at refined. I want an importer, an exporter. Just let them craft up some stuff. And come on. There we go. Importer. Just waiting on the exporter. Doesn't go any fast. What I think I'm going to have to do is pull the autocrafter off that, create like several solderers, because they're just so slow. Because that's what's clogging it all up, is the solderer. And actually have like a separate solderer for everything. So put this dump. Import back into it. I want on the bottom. I'm not 100% sure whether it matters. It just makes sense in my mind that things come into it from the top and out the bottom. So that just makes sense for me. Another bit of cable. Exporter. Oops. Wrong thing. There we go. So fly up and click, hold shift as I fall to get it on top of the unit. Voila. And now I want that gold dust to be instantly turning the gold into ingots for us. Voila. Auto gold. Now, this was also a chance to show off like how I've run cables and all under the floors. So we've got water mills there. You probably noticed the thermo generator, which is our primary source of power, coming in the back. This one here is our little island of machines. Then we've got this one that's just for our thing, for our crafting room. And which one? I think our island of machines is also feeding our refined storage as well. Which possibly, well, for the moment that's not a problem. Down the track that may become a problem, because don't know, but I imagine that later on the refined storage can probably draw a lot of power once we've got all of this auto crafting and all going on. Don't know, but I would think. We'll find out as time goes on, I guess. First time ever using it. I know ME, AE2, which I keep calling ME for some reason, does use up a lot of power once you start really getting into that. So we're using a lot of iron as well. So let's go iron. And we'll grab one of them. And we even have a bit of pulverized iron. So if I chuck you in there, we start getting iron out. Yep. If I chuck you in there, when it finishes with the gold, it'll start on the iron. Now, I don't think I'll put upgrades in these. There's really sort of no point, because once it is sort of gets on top of what's in the system, we'll be sort of laughing. Now, that's that. And that's how we're going to automate all our ores. We'll just do all of our ores this way. And then we don't have to worry anymore about getting them. So what other ores do we have? A lot. I'll do that off camera. Worry about that later. There's a lot of them to do. And some of them our quarry won't even actually get because I've just got thrown some of them like the redstone through my silk touch pickaxe, which hopefully we won't be using much anymore. Cesatrix was after the Ender Girl egg. I don't even know when I picked that up. I did not realise I did pick it up. It must have been when I was getting the Enderman heads for the last episode. But that was basically what I had planned for this episode, because I was only wanting to do a short episode so that I could not do what I was doing last episode and just fill you in on what I was really doing. Cesatrix has been up to cooking for blockheads and some Decocraft, so I might as well show that off just to fill in the episode. So she's created a doghouse, some tanning racks. They don't actually do anything, birdhouse. They are literally, as the name implies, decorative. I don't think I ever showed off this new section either. We started moving everything from downstairs, upstairs. I haven't lit it up and all, made it pretty yet, but it's a start. Ironing board, sink. The sink actually is functional. I do believe you can even click on it with a bucket and it will fill it. It's weird as. Sharpening stone does nothing. I think she decided we all need stuffed toys. I hadn't even noticed the clothesline before now. But this deco bench, this is what allows her to do all of the stuff that she's doing. Where is the deco? There we go. Deco bench. Red dye, blue dye, green dye, crafting table, clay block. Now, you feed this dyes of your three colours, red, green, blue. We have still not found cactus in this game. We have explored a lot and we have never found a desert biome on the server. We are struggling for green dye, something absolutely shocking every time it comes up in a crafting recipe. All sorts of trouble. But if you put then, I'm not sure whether it's the clay balls or the clay blocks. I'll just go grab some to find out. This is the tricks. Clay balls. Pretty sure you can use either. So basically all these decorations are actually made out of clay. There we go. So then click on whatever you want, because we've got no green dye. It doesn't really want to craft anything much for us, but the way it'll become highlighted, I can click on that, pull it out, and then go place it. There is all sorts of weird, wonderful things. There's lights, and a lot of the lights and all are actually functional lights too, like the paper lanterns. Says the chicks did have some paper lanterns kicking around at some point. They do actually function as a light source, so there is a lot of sort of options for creative builds in here. You add this. Why did she hit me? Oh, paper lanterns. Thank you. There we go. As you can see, that lit up the area. Apparently you can even put these on 45-degree angles. That's cool. It just gives you lots of options, especially tied with chisel and bits, which I really haven't even got into yet. I've only sort of just barely touched on it myself, but its ability to do decorative things by breaking blocks down into little tiny pieces, like you can see here that's a bit. that little square is a bit, and as far as I can understand, you can break blocks all the way down to that size so that you can place them like that and put decorative edges and all on things, and it just makes your ability to build creative stuff ridiculous, especially tied with this. I don't know for sure, but I imagine it causes lots of lag. So if you're struggling on system, I would be careful touching on chiseling bits, though I don't know that for sure. I imagine this does as well. These covers. Now what's she hitting me for? Ah, and she's been busy on cooking for blockheads. It is now finished, I think, minus cooking pots and all of the sort of components. The actual parts are a bit done. Oh, knife, juicer, saucepan, pot. Okay, she has been doing some stuff. I think I put some... Oh, when I clicked on that, I put some toast in to cook, apparently. I didn't even know that I did that. The cow in a jar, part of cooking for blockheads. It's an unlimited source of milk, so if you're creating tea, you can then put milk in your tea. It's got access to all of the fridge, but it's all accessed through the cooking table. The cooking table looks at what's stored in all of these, all of the components. Okay. And then these are all the recipes that I can create with all of the things that are stored in either the cupboards, the fridges, with the saucepans, and the other things that are built. This is all the stuff we can cook. So there's a lot there, and it's really bread. It's really, really sort of handy for getting meals. Not so much in Resonant Rise, but some of the other mod packs that we're looking at have a cooking variety mod in it. So if you eat bread and all over and over and over again, which is what we're basically doing with the spring salads. She keeps throwing food at me. You get reduced food back from it, so you have to have a variety of food. And when you've got to have that variety of food, just being able to use this cooking for blockheads is absolutely amazing. Just being able to come over here and go, oh, I've got all this stuff. Oh, I haven't eaten that before, and it will tell you that you haven't had that in the last 5 meals or whatever, and just being able to click on it is brilliant. The next mod pack that I'm thinking about playing when we finally finish this one, assuming that it doesn't become outdated by then, does actually have that food variety mod as well. I think that's it for this episode, though. Spice rack. She's putting fruits on a spice rack. Fruits are spices now? Okay, if you say so. Why do I keep picking up bread? You're throwing bread at me. Ow. I have a sword, you know. My sword's better than yours. Mine's steel. Yours is stone, I think. I mentioned the doghouse. This mime thing is not working so well. Oh. I know what you're wanting. Cesatrix is starting on our courtyard. She thinks our courtyard is ugly, that we have been staring at it for ages and not been doing anything about it. So she has started on the courtyard. She's gotten rid of all of the mixed blocks, put dirt and all in, which will soon turn into grass, and we're going to do the walls. We're going to put in some proper doors too. I can't remember the name of the door mod. What's it called? Malesis doors. Next episode, we will be looking at Malesis doors, and we will be putting in some doors that will look much better and will hide off our building areas and everything, so you don't have to look down all of our like service passageways and all. But that will do for this episode. So thank you very much for watching another one of our episodes. If you did like our episode, please hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, have a nice day. Bye.